up some of that, but mostly for heating and ventilation.
And air handling. So because you're right to point out that people are gonna be like, why are we, if we don't, we possibly can't have people in the building if we don't have heat and air handling.
I'd say we're at the point where it could be large failures. I mean, right now it's still, we don't have a way to monitor it. We don't have a way to really control it as well as we should. But in fact that we have an old PC that takes about probably 20 minutes to start up, plugged in directly to it because it can't be on the server, can't be on the internet or whatever because it's at risk. We can't upgrade the,
Windows Vista, isn't it?
what's that?
Windows
It's-
Vista. The operating.
95, I think.
97?
Yeah.
95. It can't be upgraded because
Cutting edge.
Not even in this century,
Good point.
not even decade, not even in this century.
it's a problem. We begged, borrowed, and steal.
I'm
for
just
many
putting
years
it in the perspective, like,
to get it going, and I don't want to be on the end of it having catastrophic failure and say, well, you built. So this is what's happening. I know it's not great timing. I understand it's a lot of money. I know it has terrible payback, but we need to control the environment. Okay, we move into fiscal year 27-28. This is a total of 2.305,867 million. Obviously, those tend to get pushed out each year, so don't think we're planning on spending out next year. We have the RHS energy recovery units as well as air conditioning. This is the air conditioning for this area we're in here, as well as replacing the 2 units that service what I call the new addition, which is the far end of the building. Their energy recovery units, we have one for the first floor, one for the second floor. That totals $124,100. The middle school's in there for a safety and security upgrade. This will be for the fire alarm system at $90,176. This will potentially keep getting pushed out because we're just watching the system. It's obviously working correctly now for going home, and it gets tested every year. It's all working. It's just a system that we need to keep an eye on that cannot fail. Same with the RHS septic in that year. We have it at 122,385. They'll put it at about 40 years from new. They're estimated to last about 35 years. Again, we do pump twice a year. We see no signs of failure. This is just where it should land in the CIP. It can be pushed out if need be, but that's what we're looking at for a cost. Same with, yep, go ahead, sorry.
On the septic system, I know we've had not issues with this one, but issues with the SAU one.
So we have an issue with the SAU and we think that was groundwater. We did a bunch of groundwater work to curb that, and we've had no issues at all this year, this winter, anytime we typically do. So
Okay.
I think we have a handle on that with groundwater. Yeah, and we'll keep an eye, but we had zero issues this year with that. When we did have issues, it was like I said, it was a good groundwater issue more than a septic failing issue. Keep an eye on that one.
Is that on the list?
It's not. I just thought that it's not, but it is over 10 grand, so it should be in the list tomorrow. I won't see it.
So with Marjorie, you got that. Okay, thank you.
LRES septic, we have it at 103. We don't know about this. 47 years from new. The other one should be done 35 years from new. Again, there's 2 separate systems there. They're low functioning. They have no issues, but it's their time. This is where they land and see when they should be done. Again, we pump those twice a year. We keep a very close eye on the rear one. We're checking that multiple times a year, as well as when we pump it, obviously. Middle school flooring upgrades for 40,000. This is replacing the remaining floor in the 2 of the common areas called pods. There's a couple left we have to do, estimated 431.
Are these any safety related issues there?
No.
Okay, thank you.
No, the ones that were already done were in fact safety issues.
on that same one, is it as a cost? Did it double since last year?
It's 2 common areas at 18,500.
Oh, at 18 each. Okay, I'm like, well,
Yeah, I had to do a little math at home.
Sorry.
no, that's okay.
Let's see, middle school chain link fences, we have it in there for 34 or 967. This is kind of a dual system. We have the third baseline. It's not the third grade, that's not the third grade. The baseball field, third baseline. If you remember, that fence line was not completed when we did the rear fence because the property issue. The property issue is no longer a property issue. So this is for that fence as well as extending the backstop, with the varsity team now planning, and changing the fencing on that. We're gonna be using the existing pole, but just updating that backstop and changing their baseline fence.
And it's not on the list, and I try to remember where we stand, tennis courts on the fence. Are we still back and forth on that, or on the fence for people at home? The fence around that, to me, is drastic, need a replacement, and it's just a matter of whose money is it coming from to replace?
So we've had these discussions with town because it's, back and forth,
Right.
not a bad way. And just a discussion. At this point, town had maintained in the past, the school uses it more, really should maintain it more. So, we're still working on that, but it's more than the fence. We're working on the fence, the courts. We've actually eliminated one of the tennis courts because we had a big sinkhole in it. So that got torn up and it has been filled in. The town did the work for us at cost, obviously. So that was good there, but yes, that's a bigger discussion for that whole area.
So it's more the area, because I know that, I haven't been down there, but last fall,
Tennis court. We also have the tennis court, the two big ones.
I'm just thinking more about the fence, is what I'm talking about.
We're maintaining the fence. We did.
Maintain,
repairs on
is the
it.
fence good still?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's not great. It's rusty.
It's not
It's
unsafe.
okay. No.
that's what I'm looking for.
And it's holding it up and,
Okay.
we actually let the kids in there not to play during recess and like that.
See, to me, those are things that aren't on our list, I don't think. We should get them on the list if we're gonna be part of or the only solution for funding that, right? And we just gotta figure out where we are between now and the next time we meet, I think.
Agreed. Yeah, and I think we're getting close. We've had very good discussions with town. I think we're getting to be on the same page for good reasons. Middle school boiler upgrade, you've heard about this, 787, 856. This is corporate, yeah, the same company doing the biomass here. This is just to replace the municipal boilers. They're not at the appropriate age as of yet, but due to condition, we've had, we keep them on the list because we think they should be changed. This was put on the list in hopes of a grant, but we're not sure if that grant's even gonna become available, so we gotta keep an eye on that. As of right now, both boilers are up and running. There's no major issues.
Last time I heard that the renewable energy grants are out the window.
Yes.
So
100%. That's what I heard.
I was a little worried about here.
Yeah, I think we're safe here.
Yeah, another subject, another day.
Yep, replacement of windows at the high school, 169, 373 is to replace all the exterior windows. Again, they're all original. We have started replacing them in they call the new 97 just because of failure. This is pretty tired for main brick building. Similarly, we have replacing the entry doors for the high school, 131, 127. This to replace the exterior doors. This will be replaced as like, if there's steel entry doors that are due, some more than others. And we may be doing some in the meantime because they're getting pretty tough. We've done the gym doors already years ago. This will be the same thing, just change them up for steel doors. Elevator roof coating, 404. This is for poly coating on the entire roof. We had done the seam, I'm sure you've heard Dr. Walters 100 times. There are no major failures. The roof's not leaking. This is to cover the field, which is rubber. It was a 20-year or 15-year warranty. I forget. The warranty was over in 2014, so it's well beyond, but we keep a close eye on it. There's no signs of it failing. We actually have an inspection coming up on it pretty soon, so we'll get an actual written inspection, but there's no signs of it, but it's in there when it should be in there in the schedule. Yes, similarly, we have repaved the front parking lot and out back at 230, 481. This is in there for next year. This will again be something that we're patching and repairing as much as humanly possible, but it's getting rough out there, but it's a hard one to put in when we think of our school. So,
Put my go-kart in there and bottomed out because the pavement's so bad.
yeah, small cars, go-karts.
So,
Fill the holes.
With the LRES roof, I see, I'm just gonna go down the line here. 32, 33, we have, what's the 404 for? Is that to reseam it?
Yeah, no, that was to recoat it.
So it's not, so when you recoat it, is that considered a new roof or no?
It was, It was so the plan at the time was to reseam it 1 year and then recoat it the next year, which would extend the warranty by 10 years. That clearly didn't happen. We did the seams, which were showing signs of failure. And then we just kept the roof coated. At this point, we recoated it. I'm not sure if they extended 10 years, but we kept pushing the recoating down because it doesn't like need a new roof. And we're waiting to see if we just need to buy some time. We can coat it to buy that time. Does that make sense?
Yep, that's fine.
But we're watching it, so I don't want to spend money on coating the roof if we don't absolutely have to.
Yeah, well. With the controls,
Yes,
I know you're worried about it failing. If they failed, well, if they failed tomorrow, it really wouldn't matter. It's hot as heck out, so.
Yeah.
I mean, if it failed, how long would it take to replace them if we had an emergency?
You going back to the elementary school, Chris?
He backed the bus way.
sorry, question, because it's a long project. It's a 2-month job, took about 2 months here. It's running new wires, servicing new classroom, all new front end, and all new valves, all new everything. It's a big project. Couldn't just happen. We've had many failures. We had someone that just run, he just runs constantly, trying to control the valves, things like that. So once it's Tuesdays, I'm more worried about it. And it's just costing us more in electricity and oil because we're just kind of running wild at some point. We don't really know what it's doing, to be honest with you. And I hate to say that, but teachers who play on the daily, you'll hear it's just it's all over the place. But
It's one of those things, but
I mean, it's not something that's like a catastrophic. One day I'm going to tell you it's
good though. I mean,
it could be, yeah.
But if it goes down like that, by the time it fails, is there enough time? If by the time it starts to fail,
Yeah.
do you think it'll have I mean, I know you won't be able to know, but in your estimation, if it started to fail today, could you have it replaced by the time school started?
No.
So that's a significant amount of time to have kids out of the building.
And the thing is, if the front end completely fails, the system's designed to fail open for the heat, you mean? So like it would just essentially overheat.
yeah, what do you think is in there?
Yeah. But
So it'd be like this.
yeah. So I mean, that's not a caveat, but I'm just saying like it would freeze up like a brick. Everything's supposed to fail open because they need there to run. But it's rough.
I mean,
It's something that probably should have been done a few years ago. So that we wouldn't
A
be,
few years ago, we just keep doing the elementary school game. We're still doing it, and we have to do it, I understand it, but it's, oh, when the kids are playing, we throw good money at the battery. You gotta do something, the kids are there now.
well, so there's two sides of this conversation for me. Because I agree, we don't want to throw good money after bad. Nobody wants to invest in something they're not going to kind of get their return on, right? There's certain capital things you never see a full return on because it's just something you need to run. We never get a real return on electricity, but we pay for it because we need it, right? In this case, we also have to balance that against the usability of the building and the kids being present and being able to go to school. So I think we have to put that into this equation of it's not good money after bad if it allows us to continue to use the school. Because what do we do with an entire elementary school's worth of kids for 2 to 4 months if it happens to fail during the school year? Because that would be, to me, a much bigger cost for the parents, for the kids, for the teachers, the administration, a bigger headache to figure out what are we going to do if we can't use this building. To me, if we're looking at the methodology, that's a class 1 to me. If it's barely a class 1.5, it's urgent. I don't know that we can delay it.
I see where you're coming from. My biggest proponent is that, I mean, just in a couple of things, I'm looking on the page here. I mean, the roof is 15 years old now. Well, no, it's 20 years old now, right? 99?
The LRES one?
Yeah,
Back to elementary school.
yeah,
And the roof.
Warranted until 2014.
Until 2014.
What's the-
It was
15 years, right?
Was it a 10-year or 15?
yeah, 15.
So it was 99 it was put in. I mean, so you're talking, it's gonna be 33 years old by the time we put in a new roof. I'm gonna guess we're gonna need a new roof by then. I mean, looking at just these few items, you're looking at $7 million that we're gonna have to put into an existing school. By
7 million.
Yeah, well, you got 5,596,000 for the new roof. I don't know how accurate that is.
What? No, roof coating is 404.
32.
30.
Oh, and 31.
You're looking at.
Was it 32, 33?
32,
Whatever.
33, you're looking at $5,596,582.
Oh, that's not on here. I'm looking at the narrative.
The narrative, yeah, the other sheet has it.
Yeah.
It's further out.
The boiler upgrades is 835,000 and then you.
I'll be honest, with you, you're never gonna, I don't think you're gonna see a brand new. I think that we'll just turn fast enough that if you just get in 10 or 15 or 20 years, that roof with the coating, we can extend it. That's why the coating's still on there.
Just gotta keep big guys walking on in Santa suits and Christmas.
I don't know. But the controls is definitely not an energy project. It's not an ROI project. It's just a,
I need that.
Cost of doing business.
Yeah, it's not something, like you said, you don't, it's not a return on investment,
someone's
something.
gonna like it.
So it's on the schedule for next, a week, a year from now. The roof is 2 years. To coat it, is it 2 years or 3 years? Whatever it is.
It's two.
We counting next year as a year?
What's that?
We counting next year as 2 years?
Controls
When I
are
say next year is for the controls.
27.
Summer, a year from
26,
now.
27, yeah.
Right, that's next summer,
And the roof is
27,
27.
28.
Yeah.
So the next year, for you.
because
You were right. I'm agreeing with you.
But we are, but the same, the roof, the septic, we always keep when we think we might need them and then just kind of.
yeah, I just trying to, I don't have any objections to what I've seen so far because it's a needs assessment. And a year from now, we'll be doing what we always do. What ones can't we have to do versus ones we can push down because we don't have, how many, 3 million? Yeah, two for that year, whatever it is. Anyways,
I don't remember where you left off. I'm
I
sorry.
think I was, we're at 28, 29, which again, I think that's where we're, 2.352.
yes, I believe so.
So, LRES, is security upgrade that's to replace the security alarm at the elementary school. Same one we'll do at the middle school, same one we'll propose at the high school. Then we have gym floor.
Before you go on, Todd,
Yeah.
the question I have is, there are a few security fire type upgrades that we're doing over those few years.
Yeah.
Would it make sense to do it all at once or from a cost perspective, or are they all three different or two different people?
They're different. They're different.
Okay.
They're different.
Like I said, I don't know, so that's why I'm asking. Thank you.
Different companies, different bits.
Okay.
We can do gym floor is 34,199. Just to replace the gymnasium floor, it's to sand the gymnasium floor, I think we determined. And it was estimated cost of 29.5, and that's just 3% increase each year. Same for the middle school gymnasium floor, 31.3 in the same year. And again, these are based on the needs assessment. This one, it says the maple floor should be re-sanded and redone.
And that's what this is calling for, is a sand down and then refinish. And the middle school is still the original 1976 wood floor. Just
Which was.
getting our money's worth, I think.
It was patched up a little bit last year, I believe.
Oh, it's been,
That's pizza, yeah.
Takes a beating every election too. I feel bad when we leave that place.
Takes a beating. I mean, it's great the kids use so much, especially during the winter.
The floor takes a beating.
It takes.
Still looks good though.
It's there.
It's hard to watch it, but they're all different.
well, for something nearly 50 years old.
Yeah. All right, we have middle school parking and driveways estimated at 231,855. This would be to repave the entire parking lot, including the access road to the out back. And skip the next one. Middle school roof at 1.841 million. This is warranted until 2026. Actually up there today with an inspector. We're gonna have a written inspection coming up hopefully soon on that, so we'll see. The roof shows no signs of deterioration, shows no signs of major failure or any type of failure. And there currently no leaks, so I think this will be another one that we just keep kind of pushing out based on the needs assessment. This is what should be in there.
I assume that's a full replacement for 1.8.
That was one of the questions I actually had. We have the 1.8 and 3 years from now, we have 5 million. Could we,
At the elementary.
yeah, can we maybe,
Yeah, clean those up. They were good cleaned up with this. The guy I was with today, we're gonna get better estimates.
Okay.
These estimates were through the calculation. Given to us by the one for this year. So we'll have some better calculations coming up. So that should have had Marjorie, I know.
Question. The middle school roof, will it be the same? Are you planning on the same that's here? Or would it be different?
No, we're not planning on the same. We're looking at probably a rubber membrane roof as opposed to the garland roof we have here.
And the logic behind that?
Different atmosphere up there. There are a lot more units up there. I have about 18 rooftop units. There's a lot more activity going on up there, a lot more traffic up there than here. So this one's kind of set and forget. There's very few people up there. So that roof would be better for that.
Yeah, and for me, and I don't need to get a resolution if, whatever. But for me, that's something I would bond. And because we're not gonna have that money, what is it, 3 years out?
Yeah.
I mean, which is not gonna, we could fund it, but then we're gonna be such a deeper hole than we are now for total getting funding. So I would ask, not necessarily tonight, but thinking about removing it from the CIP and making a note like we've done in the past that we plan on bonding. But again, for time perspective, I just wanted to put it out there so we can think about it as a board.
Should have cleaner, better, more accurate price on the rubber membrane. That would be, yeah.
That's fine. Thank you.
I do have a question about the roof. Is there seams like there are at the elementary school? Or is
It's a
it,
different roof membrane. It's a TPO membrane. It does have seams. Yes, there are seams. They don't show any signs of failure. We were up there today checking our load again.
and,
So it actually looks really good.
I mean, I understand that we've looked at bonding things before. I mean, and that would be up to, whoever's on the school board then. I would just keep it on here, so it definitely shows, maybe put an asterisk, possible bond or something like that. I would keep it on there just so the CIP committee and voters know that, this is something that's due, because it kind of gets lost in the mix sometimes when you move it and put it somewhere else.
Well, again, to me, if we take it off, we just leave it without putting the money in there, because when these calculations are done as to what we should be funding, Marjorie's calculating it on 1.8 million. In essence, saying she needs to raise 600,000 over the next 3 years, right?
Mhm.
So we're kind of misleading if we're gonna say bond it, then let's take it off the monetary, but asterisk it and saying, we're looking to bond it in 28, 29, whatever, yeah. But anyways, not to try to resolve it tonight, but just to reiterate where I am. Thank you.
All right, next up, we have RHS Athletic Field for 106, 923. This would be to create a flat practice field, potentially be turned into a game field someday, hopefully, over on the side of the driveway where we pull up where the grass is, where the solar field isn't. How's that?
Up above the rock wall. On
Where we had the graduation a couple years ago.
Further up.
A little further up.
Behind the rock wall there.
Where my amphitheater's going.
To encompass that, that's just for,
Where am I at?
No, it's gonna be up here, I think. Up on this.
Yeah, no,
It's
but
gonna be on the right side where the access road is, right?
I said with the solar
the
panel.
leading is on your right side.
If we went down the emergency access road, right hand side, right?
The merge check. or behind
The amphitheater's going on the other.
Oh, no, I thought he said by the solar panel.
your piece of land looks like it could be a field. You drive around and look for that.
It's not like, I mean, there might be some rocks, but you can probably, it's more level than.
Might be some.
Yeah,
What the hell?
107,000.
Ledge up there.
Ready to play. Next, we have middle school reconstruct the access road and path to the lower field. This was an issue brought up to accessing the lower soccer field, for 72,454.
I just ask, what do you mean? I mean, this is probably done before we had water down there and all that stuff. What are we looking at doing for? I'm sorry, that's the element, that's the middle school. Can I forget it? Move on,
I know where you're going. I was,
move on.
keep up, I'm getting tired. You want to keep going? Oh, more years?
Good right here.
You want to keep going?
Your show.
Man, I'm good. But anyone else needs
You
more?
went out to 28, 29, right?
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
The one thing I would, and this is again on 30, 31, about the roof units at the 18. So the price tag is 6.2 million.
Mhm.
For me, take that off, asterisk it, and say we're gonna bond it at that point, because again, we're not gonna have 6.2 million in our CRF. We'd have to bond some of it at some point or all, so. And again, that would then put, a more realistic number of what we need to be, raising and appropriating. I'm not saying we're gonna get there tomorrow.
Will we then be just underfunded, not so woefully underfunded?
Maybe,
Are
but
you,
again, a conversation at the next time we do it, so that I just wanted to put it out there to people, for the board to think about.
are you saying that 6.2 is the total until 2930?
No, what I'm saying is that the
The
amount of money,
rooftop
we're not
units
gonna
alone.
have that much money in our CRF to fund. If we did have it, it would basically zero out the account probably. So what I'm saying is we should be really looking at a bond for that, because we just don't have that kind of money at this point. But again, for time's sake, I just wanted to bring it up tonight, just so the board and administration knows about it. Won't be a shock when I bring it up.
Thank you.
What's next? Food service?
Thanks, Todd. Do we need Todd for anything else?
Oh.
Not unless he has input on the range oven.
Man, remember that, bud.
So
Sounds like I've been here this long.
26, 27, we've got the range at the high school. Its current one is about 30 years old. And you can ride it until it becomes a safety issue. Walk-in at the high school. The 16,000 is just for the compressor and the evaporator. We do have evaporator going in, so they adjusted as needed.
I'm sorry, on that walk-in refit, is that something that EEI is doing right now?
That's just the evaporator. That was in the last 24, 25 CIP.
I thought EEI was doing something with those.
Thank you.
This is talking about the mechanical side.
Glad you were here for that.
So the POS systems, 95 estimated cost for replacement. That's the terminals that are used to charge the students, essentially the cash registers at each school.
On that, when was the last time because I thought we just recently.
Recently, this.
5 years.
Every
They're to be replaced every 5 years. Yep, so we replaced them 5 years before that.
That seems, lock it up, Terry.
No,
You're just there to-
I want to say the ones before that we had before that were really ancient.
Well, yeah, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we replaced them, I didn't think we were gonna replace 5 years. I mean, usually there's some sort of software upgrade or something like that you can do with it.
I think I have it.
Meeting, and they just, these companies are designed to, like iPhones. They're designed to.
Not last long.
stay with the technology.
7. It's 7 years, not 5. I apologize.
Yeah, they age out.
Is that better?
They do.
Is that meeting in the middle?
So this is projected out for how many years we have?
7. I have them
We
on. the
can't
plan
get
for-
more out of that for,
I think it's one of those things that, like she said, it's cloud-based and the technology is changing so often and they really do get beat up by the staff. And, but nothing.
Bad argument. Did a long time ago. It's a real bad argument. Can you get a new eye?
You need new equipment to go with the technology that they're providing. It's kind of.
Oh, the kids do the kids enter their key number on it, on a lot of things. That's why I think that,
Is it essentially a tablet?
Like the computer. Tablet. No, I mean, it's.
Okay,
More like a
but you have your tablet at home. How long does your?
No, that was that's what we're talking about. That-
I'm not arguing with you.
Okay, I'm like, I was.
I'm just using it as
Yeah.
an example.
Tablets, but those are. That was.
Yeah.
Ordered.
No, I'm gonna agree with you guys. 7 years for anything
Computer,
is gonna be a good, that's actually a long time.
yeah.
I can't get more than 2 or 3 years out of a phone before the updates that they do to the software make it useless because the hardware can't handle it.
Years?
It's not
Yeah.
like, it's not like we have spare pieces of these terminals.
Yeah.
Because like we do that with Matt in the technology department, right? They take our Chromebooks, they recycle parts, they redo them for us. We don't have that with these
Right.
purchase and service things.
I mean, I've worked on terminal or POS systems on the management side that are very, very well. It's not pretty. It's it gets funky. You just want to make sure we get good collection on, that's our revenue stuff.
All right, ready? 27, 28.
Yeah. You can take it right out of hand invoices.
Let's skip right over to 28, 29.
Merchandisers.
27, 28, there's nothing,
0.
0.
Yeah.
Right, that's a good year.
You're going to 28, 29.
Yeah. That's everything. All right, onward. Thank you. Thank you. The merchandisers, these are the warmers for the high school. Those are the things that we currently put pizza and burgers in. When I drove down to here, these are surprisingly very expensive. These steam table items, these are what the children actually come up and, or their food is served out of. I double checked the pricing, looked online, they are pricey. I can explain why, but they're expensive. Those are the four pan hot, 4-pan cold. Walk-in freezer at the middle school. That would be changing the components of it, is essentially the compressor and evaporators. Full on, we'll get down to the road, down the road on that one, the full build out of the new box and unit and equipment would be 70,000. Those boxes are in decent shape. They should run for a while, changing out the mechanics of it. 2930. This is the refrigerated serving lines. So it's so high school, again, the serving is the children come up to, and they're served out of 2 cans, and that's the deli line. Hold on.
Those are the kind of things, just like in the reverse, what we were saying with some of this other stuff, though, if the refrigerated table is still running, we're not going to just replace it.
Correct. I think that is something, yeah, that's not an install.
Usually that's something you can get within a week or 2.
Yes, yes, if it's something where it's, throwing
You
off.
never know anymore. He said a week or 2. I said, you never know anymore, because
Well, that is true.
it could take 8
It
weeks,
could take a long
7
time.
months, you never know.
It's really just a matter of like making sure it holds temp.
Joe,
It's an issue that it's fluctuating, that type of thing.
Yeah.
She's gonna keep going until we're done,
well, there's only one more.
How long does like the freezer box actually last?
Oh, well,
I mean,
I mean, they can go, if their evaporator and the condensing unit is doing their job and there's not constant condensation and ice buildup on the floor where you get rust and seams start falling apart, they can run a long time. I mean, I've seen them 20, 30 years. Things are made differently now, I'm noticing. They're not made like they used to. That's the same.
haven't heard that one yet.
They really are. I mean, this equipment's just getting, it's like 2 to 4 years. We hope. But for the boxes that we have are in pretty decent shape. It's just a matter of maintaining and keeping good service on them. Where did I leave off? Went to the boxes. So the full build out would be their combined units. That's why they're pricey, 70,000. There could be a possible other alternative if they went separate units somehow. Cover everything?
Yeah, I think it
Yeah,
does.
serving lines. Good. Kitchens are in great shape. They're clean. We're keeping them up, which really, cleanliness really helps. Keeping people in good shape.
So what do we do with this?
Now we've got technical, right? Technology.
Are you guys good with them?
Thank you both.
Michael, thank you.
Thank you.
Maybe next time we do them first.
Thank you, guys.
Have a great night.
All right, let me find technology.
Somebody was, they did go a little far.
Okay, so for technology, 26, 27, The total for that year is $120,943, and that is to replace the wireless environment district-wide.
So you might not know this question here. When you mean wireless environment, what exactly?
Oh, I'm ahead of you, Jeff.
It's usually the repeaters.
Why don't we just change,
This consists-
change something, so.
This consists of upgrading all wireless access point devices on the ceilings at each building to a newer model access point that supports Wi-Fi 5, 6, 7 for future upgrades. I can't get this.
So it's not the switches, because I know we just
We're
replaced.
doing the switches this year.
You know, the switches are in the comms room. The repeaters are, think of it like a cell phone tower.
Right there.
Our current access points are Aerohive AP250s manufactured in 2016. They are now discontinued and their end of service date is May 15, 2026.
Stop that.
With the switch upgrade
another one.
EIP project happening and the 25-26 school year, we will want to update the access points fairly near this upgrade as the new switches will allow for easier configuration and better internet connectivity with new equipment on both ends. We would also need to update all Ethernet cable runs to the access points only in each building to Cat6 to support new Wi-Fi channels and provide a better Ethernet signal in the district into the project cost. Building a 5-year subscription for the Extreme Cloud IQ license for the access points would also be included in project cost. Now, this cost is also without E-rate. So we've been lucky enough, we were very fortunate this year to get a significant cost from E-rate to help cover these projects. So that would be something that we would be looking for at that time as well, but without knowing that at this time, that was the estimated cost.
Then, is that a time of purchase type of rate decision, or would we know before that? Like before that, I mean, when we're making decisions for the warrant.
So Matt typically works with them from winter to spring. And remember, they're the ones that also go out to bid for us. So that's when we would come back like we did this year and say, hey,
So what I'm,
E-rate gave us this cost for the bid and they're gonna pay for this much.
we won't know before we're talking warrant and putting things on
Correct.
the budget committee. Thank you.
I could see if he can work with them. I don't know if that's an availability that they may have. I can check with him.
Yeah, we're gonna, if as soon as we know something, yeah, if
Nope,
I don't want to rush, I don't want to make it so that it's harmful to us either.
E-rate can. Yeah. Okay. For fiscal year 27-28, they're looking for $13,113. This is to replace the phone systems district-wide, and the estimate, this June was $12,000.
For that. Seems like we've been replacing the phones.
Yeah, like every year, I feel like we replace phones.
I think I can check with him, but I think these are the phones that we have at the SAU when they decided to go to, what's that system we hate? The VoIP.
Voiceover.
Voice over IP.
We went to that and that happened, I want to say, at the beginning of COVID. Because we were switching to working remotely so that we could have access to our phones, our work phones, while we were working remotely at home. And that's when we decided to do it.
So. But they were already replaced over at the SAU. correct?
We haven't replaced them,
No, we replaced,
not since COVID,
we replaced
Time.
the middle school or the high school. We replaced one of the schools not that long ago, though.
but those are different. Those are like the classroom phones.
But you guys already have the VoIP system.
Yeah, I think he wants to get rid of it and get a different phone system.
So he wants to get rid of that phone system now?
I don't know if it's replacing the VoIP system or not. I know that a majority of us are not happy with the system.
I get static, I
But-
get this, I don't get phone calls, it's horrendous.
I get a phone call, I don't know who it is. I have to ask them to call me back because my line's all staticky.
Yep.
It's,
Have to reboot the phone all the time.
So you get the blue screen of death on your phone.
Oh, yeah.
Productive.
I mean, today I was talking with Chief LaBelle and I said, I gotta call you back. So I unplugged my phone, counted to 10, plugged it back in, rebooted.
Good, and hey, raised one hand and.
Might as well just gone down and see him.
I gonna call,
You've passed level one of all troubleshooting all the time. Shut it off, turn it back on.
yeah, I mean, yeah, finally the boys told me, just do this, Terry. That's like, okay.
And
Once a
again-
week.
It's only coming up because we're just following the life cycles. Do you know what I mean? Could
We'll get clarification on exactly what this means. Thank you.
Well, not, because it wasn't done, I mean, that long ago.
No,
I mean, I think we should look at definitely, I mean, I know the phones we have at WEC, they probably haven't been replaced in 15 years and they still work. So let's make sure we get our system that will last more than 5 years.
those aren't, yeah, I just logging it up, Terry.
You don't even use phones.
Yeah.
We use Microsoft Teams. They connect the phone lines to our Teams. Haven't used a phone in under 15 years.
I mean, clients.
I have no problem with Google. I don't need to be going the other route too.
All right, we got about 17 minutes before I go home. What are we doing?
just writing my
Have to
notes.
get to the last,
Can we skip the rest of these
Yeah.
and then, because we still have some non-public to do, yeah?
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
Ready? Someone-
I-
Yeah. So
Those two.
Well, then let's do that now. Let's stay late. 100 degrees in here.
Yeah, I'm fine, because I know the non-public needs to get done, right? Yep, Terry?
Well, and this is just a list of
Okay.
things that they're telling us we need to do. It's not like we have to
Are
make
we
sure.
saying that 10 o'clock?
Yep.
You know what we need to do?
If it wasn't 100 degrees, I might think differently, but
Yeah.
I'm all set. I didn't want to be here. I didn't want to be here this late.
No,
You looking for a motion?
Do we need to do anything else first? Superintendent?
just a work session.
Manifest, go. Terry.
We need to do that, right?
Did it get signed? Everyone sign it?
Manifest tonight, $1,701,164.43 for accounts payable. Payroll, $399,698.71 for payroll, and $2,100,863.14 total. Thank you.
I have one thing, for superintendent's report.
Fire away.
As you know, our Century 21 funds are in limbo right now. Several organizations are asking for us to advocate for the release of those funds. One of them is the New Hampshire After School Network. They are a network of people who get the Century 21s. They've asked Pat to write an article. He's written the article and has written it so well that they want to release that to local press. There's also the New Hampshire Superintendent's Association is asking me to basically fill out a letter. It's a form letter, basically saying this is what we get, this will, you know, so how much money we get. And right now it's in limbo. That would be forwarded to the politicians and the powers that be. Before I start
Do we as a?
lobbying I just need your blessing because it's good. SAU 33's name's going to be out there. Whether you guys want to push this or let it go, I need to know.
I mean, so. Oh, wait, Tony, go.
No, go ahead.
I'm concerned about doing this from a survivability perspective, from political repercussions. So my question is, what is it that Pat has written? Is he advocating for something? I don't need it read.
Yeah, he's advocating, he's telling us why the funds were important and the number of students that have been reached through our 21st century grant and the number of families that would be impacted. That's the gist. And right now, we wouldn't be able to do that. Well, again, there's options here. We could decide to charge families and that would be $400 a quarter and that would offset the cost.
Right.
Or $400 a month, excuse me, $400 a month.
Nobody there.
Yeah,
It's been done in the past. Well,
I can't imagine.
Enrollment went down.
Yeah,
So,
I can imagine.
changes that were made, cut the funding.
right now, President Trump has withheld all title funds basically in a nutshell, other than Title I.
Part of like $6 billion is he's holding.
Title II, Title IV, 21st
So
century.
all of this other stuff is not getting funded and they're asking us to help advocate for it to be released.
Correct. But again, that puts our name out there. And before I sign my name as superintendent and Pat puts his name out there as SAU 33, I need to know what you want to do.
I will say, I will go with the will of the board, but I'd be for it because some of this shit's gotta stop.
I'd like to at least read it first. I mean, I'm not saying I'm against it.
I think it's due Friday, but I can get it to you.
I'd like to at least read it
Yep.
first.
Yeah, can you send it to us?
Be a little high for us to
Yeah, we can't.
vote on it. if we-
Yeah.
Very true.
Doesn't mean anything, so, again, I try to, as a board and as a district, I try to stay out of I might say stuff as an individual board member, but that's not representing the district. So that's my concern is that, I understand we advocate through New Hampshire School Board Association. I'll stop because time is of the essence.
Is there anything derogatory towards other?
Is it a political email or,
Well, let's say, release the funds. You're holding.
no, is it politically?
That's not-
You can word it as if,
I don't want to pay that.
you can say, you took funds away that we need, please give them back. And you can say, stop being a jerk, give us our
Please
funds.
call him a jerk.
That's what I'm saying. So if it's
Please
not,
give us our money.
I'm with Tony. Let's read it first.
Well, you can't, I can't,
You can't do it. It's gotta be due by Friday.
I can read it to you. Make me 30 seconds to read it to you.
Take 30 seconds.
Oh, I
Yeah,
do.
read it, please,
I
then.
didn't realize, sorry.
Uh, For the past few weeks, New Hampshire After School has been highlighting 21 searching program. LEAP has been a part of the Raymond School District since the 2011, 2012 school year, and we received Title 21 Century funding sites at Lamprey River School and the Ibra Holmes Grove Middle School. We started off very humbly, barely making our state requirements for attendance in the first few years. With the support of administration and finding the right leaders to helm these sites, we were able to overcome our growth pains and develop our programs into what they are today. With the addition of kindergarten to our elementary program, we had one of the largest 21 CCLC sites in the state. And we were able to maintain that level as well as strengthen our middle school program when the district moved fourth grade out of the elementary school into the middle school. We have had over 1,000 unique and regular attendees pass through our doors over the years, with some returning to work for our program through the high school, college, and even achieve the role of site coordinator. In 2024-25, we employed 15 current high school students and 8 former Raymond High School students, many of which participated in LEAP when they were young enough and showing the connection of our program in the community, that our community expands beyond the students and families we currently serve. We also employ 8 more people in roles ranging from site coordinators, certified teachers to aides. And while they may not be Raymond alumni, many of them now call Raymond their home. That brings our total staffing to 31 people across 2 sites. In 2024-25, we serve 239 students between summer and school year, with a school year average daily attendance of 115 students and a weekly average attendance of 154 students. Because we received Title 4AB funding, we are able to offer our middle school program at no cost to any student. We do charge a nominal fee at the elementary school level because that program sees much more than the 50 students per day required by our grant. And the fees are to offset the extra money contributed to the program from the school district through taxes. Our fees are $100 per quarter, $50 per quarter if you qualify for the fee or reduced lunch, and no more than $200 per quarter if you have more than 1 student enrolled. We also offer free tuition to our most needy students, and if we ever enroll a student due to a referral from a teacher, guidance, or social worker, that's an automatic scholarship as well. We accept any students regardless of the ability to pay our fees, and is made possible through the Title 4B grant. In February, our advisory committee took on the task of coming up with alternative funding plans in case we lost Title V funding, and Plan B is just downright scary. In order to maintain even some semblance of the quality of program we currently offer, while keeping prices as reasonable as possible for families, we are looking at moving all operations to one site, eliminating the 6th, 8th grade from our program, and cutting approximately 50% of our staff while raising prices by almost 1,000% with no sliding scale to help the less fortunate. We were supposed to open registration for the 2025 school year on July 14th, but with the USDOE withholding those funds, which would have been released July 1st, we are holding pattern, pushing registration back 1 week at a time until we await a court in Rhode Island to determine the fate of our program and the hundreds of students we hope to serve this year. I want to conclude by giving a shout out to my fellow 21 CCL programs and the staff at the DOE that represent and advocate for us. New Hampshire does it right, which is why we're able to offer summer programs while most of the country has to shut down awaiting the decision. But once summer is over, the New Hampshire will be in the same position as everyone else, hopefully with good news and scrambling to get our 21st century programs open on time instead of shutting our doors to the millions of kids nationwide that depend on us.
So
I'm good with everything, but the waiting for the courts and
if you could just put waiting for courts to decide it, not name a state.
Okay.
I'm fine with everything
I
else.
get rid of the whole courts thing altogether.
Well, I mean, it's a court battle. I mean, they're deciding it.
I mean, yeah,
It's the truth.
Yeah, but
it's not
go
saying,
from that court to another court to the Supreme Court by the time we're done, so.
well, you could
People
just,
need to know what's going on.
you could just say waiting on the courts to decide. Because it is a court case. It's,
Fine with that.
it's factual.
Soften it.
Yes.
I don't want to
If we could
label
stop on
anybody,
that
by-
sentence, I'd appreciate
but I'm fine with everything else.
I'll make a motion to accept Pat's
All right.
letter.
If he's
Softening
willing to
somewhere.
amend it, yeah.
Yeah, if he's willing to, I'm assuming he will.
Enough. I'm fine with that. All right.
You got what you need?
Consensus is good.
Okay.
Motion to, go to non-public.
Yes.
Get a motion, I'll make a motion, not get one. To go into non-public under RSA 91A, :3, Roman numeral 2, C.
Right. Second by Steve, discussion. Oh, Steve,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
me, yes, Joe,
Yes.
unanimous. Thank you very much.
7 minutes and counting.